Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of On It. I am Mikey. That is Devan.
Damn, I wish I could remember what we talked about. I couldn't even remember what we talked about the Super Bowl.
If it has to come down to that, or I just seem like a hater to get my point across, I'll do it.
Oh my God, he missed it!
But it's not enough. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of On It. We're here. You got me. You got Devan. We are back. And we got a lot to talk about. Devin. We got week 12 to review. We got a little bit of week 13 to preview. We got MVP votes and whatnot, but I guess
my MVP's locked in. So.
Can we say it? All right. I mean, are you in a fuck. Who's your MVP?
Stafford.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if
Actually,
I was lobbing you up. I didn't know if you had a joke or what. So I didn't know.
His wife's the real MVP. Because it's always about the wife. The wife's the reason.
I mean,
I'm joking.
Sure.
She's nuts.
She's the one with that video about the backup quarterback and all that in Georgia, ain't she? Crazy.
She's nuts.
But no, we are here, and he also is my MVP. But what's up?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In my head, I immediately wanted to get into NBA, like my one NBA take for the week, and I just completely skipped over anything else that was gonna ensue on your end.
Oh no, I mean, what's do you have your favorite NBA moment of the weekend?
Yeah, it was Ja Morant and Klay Thompson beef. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Did you see that?
Was it on the court?
Both.
Okay. I saw. I meant to get into that. So what happened?
So, Ja was talking shit to Klay.
Hold on. Right at so. Just remember, Ja was talking shit. Can you turn me down just a bump or two?
Yeah.
Last episode we had some echoing. I just want to.
Okay.
But just so there you go.
So yeah, Ja was talking shit, sticking his finger in Klay's face, saying you're a bum now, saying you ain't the dude you used to be, all this shit, whatever the fuck he was saying. Klay comes out, they ask him, they're like, what was that beef about? What is all that about? He goes, well, he's not on the court. It's funny, he says that from the bench. It's kind of been the story of his whole career. He doesn't play because of other stuff that's going on. I don't know. He went in on his career. And I thought it was nice. I thought it was good. I don't know if you heard the clip.
I didn't hear the clip, because the context you just gave me, makes me not really take Klay's side. Okay, for instance, so Ja, okay, I'm either way, you're talking shit on the court, right? I don't know what Klay said on the court. If he responded on the court,
Ja was not playing. Ja was on the bench. He gets up and is talking mad shit to Klay, sticking his finger in his face, calling him a bum, saying all this crazy shit. Meanwhile, Ja's not even playing.
It's okay when Draymond's talking shit on the bench.
I agree. It's not, but
so what's the problem? What's the issue? I'm just trying to figure out what's Klay Thompson coming off and then going on a press conference well, he is struggling in life, so what is that? That to me, that's all that pent up energy of you getting memed every day on Instagram for dating some clunky fucking bitch, some fucking clunky ass fucking horse bitch. Good job. You got yourself a fucking first place keeper. I don't really know what world we're living in where Klay Thompson isn't so butthurt at all the jokes about him online where he can just go, well, Ja Morant is young and rich and is having way more fun than I am every day. But
there was a lot of that energy in that in that press conference.
Yeah,
At the
Klay
same
Thompson
time,
is a
I mean,
sourpuss.
Klay's old, and I don't think Klay gives a fuck how well he's playing. He's finished his career. He doesn't give a shit anymore.
No, like Megan Thee Stallion is like a hot like piece to him. Like that's like
no, I know, like that's where all
oh
of
like
his effort goes. Is into
so for him to be like hey fuck
he did
fuck
he did say
fuck
yeah
what Ja got going on.
your career sucks. You don't play, but
I mean, okay, sure. If career to career, like, okay, you are done. Your career is over with. You've won so many championships. Sure. If you want to say you have a better career as of right now than John Morant, that's fine. If we're gonna sit here and pretend like at any moment in life it was more entertaining, look, we watched the man drop 50. We've watched the man drop 50.
who?
If you're ever going to sit here and tell me Klay Thompson has ever been more entertaining than John Morant when he's
You're
on a
telling me
basketball
it
court,
wasn't
you're
entertaining when
lying.
Klay dropped 60 off 3 dribbles?
Sorry, okay, 60.
Was it 60?
The man dropped 60. It was something off no dribble.
It was
He had
something
something off no
stupid.
dribble, and then maybe
Like the most
Klay
points through
Thompson
3
will drop
quarters or
50
something.
points. 50 points without dribbling the basketball. That's not entertaining.
No,
I don't give a
right.
fuck. I don't care who you are. John Morant, when he's playing, when a healthy John Morant is on the court, it's one of the most entertaining players in the NBA.
Of course.
So,
that's what his point
John Morant said
was that he said he's a star and we need our stars to be out on the court, but it was also like, no, you're not playing because of and he said like off the court stuff.
I mean, John Morant isn't playing because the Memphis Grizzlies organization is ran by the same people that, like, I don't know. I'm sorry, I blanked on. I couldn't come up with a good enough.
I don't know what the
like. I don't know like run fucking
nothing.
Dunkin' Donuts and like local like 7-Elevens.
Yeah,
like the 7-Elevens with the Dunkin' Donuts.
They have 7-Elevens with Dunkins in them.
You've never seen those? The Dunkin' Donuts in the 7-Elevens? So they got the Dunkin' Donuts in the 7-Elevens. I think the manager of that, you couldn't trust them at a full Dunkin' Donuts, but maybe just a little corner of a 7-Eleven, you make them the manager of that.
You get this
Whoever's
little
running
piece
those
of a shitty 7-Eleven.
No, literally just a side, just
Yeah.
the corner. Like you got one, here's our old stove. Like that's the Dunkin' Donuts. Those people are the same people running the Memphis Grizzlies.
That's fair.
So
no, I mean no, for real, John needs to get out of Memphis, but I mean John needs to be on the court, and honestly, at this point, Klay really doesn't. The Mavs are one of the worst teams ever assembled.
Yeah, it's like what is Klay Thompson is bringing absolutely nothing to the table in 2025. Actually, Meg is bringing shit to the table. Really shitty, like catfish. I know you saw that video. He was like, "Thank you, baby. I love it so much. It's so good." Like that shitty food that she like cooked.
I should never have told you about their videos together because I think that's the only videos that you get on your phone now are videos of the two fucking most awkward weirdos on the planet.
I've just never really liked Klay Thompson.
Well, I didn't realize that. First of all, I thought Klay was married just because of the way that Klay is. Just like stiff, bored, jackass Klay. I thought he would have been married to like a soccer player or something, but this is like his first girlfriend, and he's like buying her flowers and buying her
his first
Labubus or whatever, Zaboomafus.
He just don't seem like I mean, I don't know, and I don't care. I'm not one to be like, oh, like he doesn't pull. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't care what he's doing.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
It's like you're Klay Thompson. Like yeah, sure, whatever. Flex your fucking fame and fortune. You're Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
Really, you were rich when you were born. I mean, we're really gonna talk about it, but regardless, I don't know if I can top that. Like. Which also means I don't have a favorite NBA moment. I'm trying to think.
I don't know anything else that happened during the NBA.
Week. What? Oh, okay. Got it. Chris Paul's retiring after this year.
Sick.
Whatever, I honestly, until that was announced, completely forgot he was a Clipper.
Same. Yeah.
Forgot all the way that he was a Clipper. I was like, oh man, he is back in LA.
I mean, already telling us that the Clippers aren't gonna do shit this year. I guess they're gonna do a farewell tour.
Well, I mean, what? Like,
I don't know. Like
they're gonna go on the road.
Baseball, like when Miguel Cabrera retired, like the last time that he was in each stadium, they brought him a gift or whatever. So maybe they bring him a gift the last time he's in a certain stadium, arena.
And I hate to keep hating because I'm not trying to. This is just an honest, I don't know, perspective. I feel like he's kind of like too much. He's been kind of too much of like a dickhead.
He's a
over the
dickhead.
years.
No, I agree.
Like,
and
in reality, like he's a dickhead.
He's an actual dickhead. Like the Warriors.
So I don't know if.
Yeah. Like he's not like. I doubt he's
go
like
ahead,
fun.
Ahead.
I don't know. I've never met Chris Paul, but yeah, he seems like a dickhead.
Yeah, no, but I mean, just you got stories and
or Kyle Lowry retires.
Well, when Draymond retires, Kyle Lowry,
he's a prick.
I think
not a prick,
more
he's just
franchises
a
were
goofy goober.
I think more people were like cool with Kyle Lowry than Chris Paul.
Yes.
Chris Paul's only nice to LeBron. That's it. He was nice to LeBron and Melo.
Yeah.
He wasn't nice to nobody else.
He should have been
because to be honest with you, that was back in the day, like when it was like D-Wade, Bron, Melo, Chris Paul. They were like the mean girls. The whole like covering up and talking all the time, like, oh, where you?
They were those are the banana boat boys, dude.
They were. I know, but I'm saying like it used to be like people used to talk about like, oh, the guys in the banana boat, and but like they were in reality like they were like the mean girls like in high school,
Yeah.
like they were like the gossip girls.
Talk shit.
Like they were like, and then the whole like I don't know, Bron's a sassy motherfucker. I'll tell you what, what is he not?
Huh?
Is he not?
No, he is. I just sassy's a great adjective for LeBron James.
It is a great adjective for LeBron James. I mean, any dude that records themselves too much. When Kyrie
was recording himself a lot, that was gross. He was on Vine.
I mean, are you talking like what Vine? He was a Vine star.
He's a Vine star.
He used to make Vines, but when I'm talking like recording yourself just talking or singing, like selfie mode, when you do that a little too much, like it's getting, you got a little sass in you. That's it.
It's got a little. All right, never mind.
A little Ric Flair, but all right, let's get into this. Let's get into this Week 12 review, Devin.
Whatever happened to P. Diddy?
Football was played.
Are we just gonna forget?
Yo, what happened to P. Diddy?
I don't know. The majority of people don't realize that Bill Cosby's not still in prison.
Bill Cosby would need assistance to do what he was doing when he did it.
Yeah.
Like now. There's no way he'd be able to pull that off.
He was definitely doing it with assistance back then, but it was just Bill Cosby who got
what I'm saying... What I was saying is that was just a tasteless joke of me. That was just me saying he's way too old to be like a threat anymore. A danger to society.
That's what you're saying? No, he should still be in jail.
No. What I'm saying is, like, you caught him 50 years later. Like, you're only punishing him for doing it. You're not putting him in jail because it's like you can't do this anymore.
Yes. No, this is like, punishment, and he got like 6 months in jail.
I don't. I'm not like. What do you want me to do? Like you like. like there's people right now. Like I'm sitting here begging people to like help out people getting beat by Tyreek Hill, and you want me to sit here and like cry for women 50 years ago?
No, I'm
But
just
no, it was
saying that Bill
bad. Yeah,
Cosby
he
should
like yes,
still
he
be in
should serve.
prison.
Sure, and there's active NFL players that should be in prison, but like it is what it is. So
Yeah, but they're
if you
NFL
want to
players.
throw the
Like,
80
who
year,
cares?
if you want to.
He beat children and plus
You
size
want to throw the
models,
fucking 90-year-old man? You want to throw the
and
90-year-old back in prison? Sure,
and
whatever.
people forget Tyreek slapped an old man on a fishing boat.
Tyreek hasn't not assaulted anything.
True.
Like there's nothing Tyreek Hill hasn't assaulted at this point. So let's get into some football. Because a lot was played. We had some
Who?
football played, and who?
What'd you say?
I said a lot was played.
Mm.
Like a lot of football was played.
A lot of football was played
on Sunday, and then a little bit on Monday. But I guess we can start with a game that we we got it right with the outcome. Maybe how it all ended or how they got to that point. We were a little off. But Kansas City and Indianapolis. KC pulls it off.
Like
in overtime.
Everyone's talking about the Eagles Cowboys game. Like this was just as bad as a fucking flop as of a choke as the Eagles.
Oh, for the Colts.
Yeah,
like,
they were at what, 20-3 or something?
Was it? I don't know if it got up to 20-3. Maybe 17-3.
I don't know. They're spanking them.
Either way, they were spanking them, but what they were able to do is, they held Jonathan Taylor to under 60 yards. So boom, you put the ball in Daniel Jones' hands.
Yep.
Now, Daniel Jones, I'd say, did a little bit better than how I thought he'd play if they were just forcing him to throw. He went like, what did he go for? Oh, of course I didn't write it down. Oh, I wrote down Patrick Mahomes because Patrick Mahomes, stat line wise, like, all right, 29 for 46, 352 yards and an interception. Kind of gross. And that interception that he threw was super early.
It was
I think
the
I
first
even texted
drive.
you about it. It should have been a pick six. Almost was a pick six. It wasn't a pick six, but he throws it, gets tipped up in the air, and lineman catches it down at the 1.
Yeah.
So boom, right away.
I thought he was in.
And we even talked about. I think we even talked about this game where it was like this might be a special teams or defensive. Like who know? I don't know what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And it happened to just be for the Colts instead of the Chiefs. Like right there, the Colts should have had full control of that game for the rest of the game. The fact their defense was able to score them basically score them a touchdown, gave them the ball at the 1. That's a defensive touchdown as much as an offensive touchdown. So, you got to take that off the board and then just to associate the rest for the offense for what they were able to put up. But when it mattered, when they needed a drive, especially that final drive, the last 2 drives, there were maybe just the whole fourth quarter period. Mahomes was delivering, receivers were delivering, receivers were playing better than they were playing the first 3 fucking quarters. Because there were some balls that Mahomes was putting money.
Yeah.
He was putting money on some of these guys.
Rashi had what? 144? 141?
Something like that. Something like that. He
had a big game finally.
He delivered in the fourth quarter. And then, they go into OT and they get it done in overtime. But the Colts are not frauds.
No.
They are just maybe this team that they're inflated on a power ranking because of their record and opponents. Like I don't really know.
There's the opponent thing usually gets thrown out the window. Just because you forget who teams play throughout the course of a season, but yeah, record wise, they deserve to be up there in conversations for and as a good team. But I mean, like we said before, this was a huge game for the Chiefs. If the Colts lost this game, it doesn't impact their season at all. I mean, the Chiefs aren't as good as they once were, so losing to the Chiefs, especially in this fashion, isn't a great look, but it's also still the Kansas City defense that played well. So, I mean, if I'm the Colts, no one got injured. Jonathan Taylor's still on their team. They're fine. Like this for the Chiefs allows them to have something going into the next few weeks, which I think are some easier games, but I can't remember.
Well, for the Colts' sake, I will say they are fine. I mean, this is a game that they should have been able to put a nail in. The nail should have been put in the coffin multiple times for the Colts.
Yeah.
So down the road, I mean, it's getting pretty late in the season. So this late in the season, you're gonna have to start. You start finishing games that you have won. But for the Chiefs, where I was going, like for the Chiefs' sake, it's like, all right, it's y'all beat a good team. Y'all got it done versus a good team. Y'all were able to come back and beat a good team close in a close game, overtime winning game, sure. I just still feel like even though they got it done, there's still a lot of improvement.
There's so
that,
many
that Kansas
questions.
City needs.
This team isn't cohesive. Kelsey's really not a factor. Noah Gray isn't that great.
Fuck no. He dropped one of the most prettiest balls of the year I've seen Mahomes throw.
Like Rashee Rice might be the only thing they have out there. Did Hollywood play? Hollywood's a bum. Sorry, Marquise. Marquise is a bum.
He played, but there were moments in that fourth quarter where he delivered.
He has the ability to deliver, but I don't know. I mean, they still haven't developed a running game, so for them getting into a game early, like setting the tone, they've not been able to do in any game that they've played in. They're not jumping out and controlling pace and controlling time with their run game much. They're not putting up big numbers early. And yeah, I mean it's concerning, but still the Chiefs.
And see, that's another thing is, it was such a close game and they were down for most of it and they were able to come back and win by 3. They beat the Colts by time of possession, like well over 10 minutes.
You're right. It was it was 20 minutes. It was like 40 to 20.
And Kareem Hunt had over 100 yards. But that didn't translate to the score.
Didn't do
Like something like that, like we had the ball for way longer. We had running back put up 100 yards. You would think like, all right, well, you probably had to lead for a while. You're probably playing conservative ball. It's like, no, like Mahomes threw it fucking 46 times,
Yeah.
350 yards.
Yeah.
It just wasn't. Mahomes wasn't that efficient for the first really 2.5, 3 quarters.
Yeah.
And then was able to turn it on in the fourth. And yeah, like you said, there's still a lot of questions for Kansas City. I mean, obviously the AFC West is, there's no point even talking about that. It's just, are they going to be able to get into the playoffs? And
yeah,
they should be able to. We'll see how they play against. They get another game against Denver, I think.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see how they play. But I guess moving on from the Colts and the Chiefs, we got the Jets and the Ravens.
Concerning. Not too concerning.
I mean, you want to go? No, go ahead. You go first.
I mean, you guys won. Plain and simple.
Yes.
You guys are 6-5. You did what you needed to. Shouldn't have been anywhere near that close for that long. You guys have done that a few times this year, where the first half is just not anything special. You're not attacking early. Once you guys get settled in, though, it's you guys versus the Jets. It never felt like the Jets were going to slip away at any point. What was the final score? 23-7?
23-10.
23-10. I mean, they had a, first half touchdown, second quarter touchdown. Yeah, I mean, you guys won.
Okay, so before I get into the bashing of my Ravens, I will say, you said this happened a few times this year. What have the Baltimore Ravens, especially in the Lamar/John Harbaugh era, been known for in terms of how games end for them, usually when they're on the losing side of things?
Poor play calling.
Okay, sure. Maybe that was a poor question. My answer was they blow a fucking lead.
Yeah.
They go up big. They put up all the fucking points and numbers you want, and then boom, it falls apart. If we are going to be able to go into a game, maybe not, get it going early on the offensive side of the ball, being able to keep it close, if not the same score on the defensive side of the ball. Evaluate, come out in the second half and dominate. I'll take that.
Yeah.
If we can do that against good teams, we're able to do that against the Cleveland Browns.
I feel like you guys
we're able to do that against.
You guys gear up for these good teams, come out flaming hot, and then just get fucked.
Like, we need to be able to play like we play New England, right? So when we play New England in a couple weeks, we need to be able to go into that game, and if we can't get it going on the offensive side of the ball, do not let them allow to get it going on the offensive side of the ball. And if it's 7-0, 3-7 at halftime, they're up. Even New England up. It's like, okay, I can see them come out and look like a totally different offense and keep that same identity on defense that they've had the last ever since their bye week. Really, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that all fucking day. I want to say, besides Miami, that's pretty much been the story, is we come out, a little slow start on the offense side of the ball, and then by halftime, it's your ass.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your ass. It's our game to lose. So I will take that against any team if we're able to do that and able to come out with a win, whatever. And also, like I said, able to beat a bad team, great. Not having a bunch of penalties or a bunch of stupid penalties, that was also cool. There wasn't as many dumb penalties like jumping off sides on 4th and 4 or a bunch of dumb holding calls or whatnot. I think as long as Tyler Loop can maybe kick the fucking ball in the right zone, he has that problem. He has the most penalties for a kicker for not being able to get it in the landing zone.
Yeah.
Because he wants to be all cute and try to get like a nice little squib where it bounces like right at it. And it's like, let's just get it in,
kick it to the 10
zone, maybe.
Call it a day.
Because our defense already has it rough sometimes.
Yeah.
But let's really talk about the big problem here. The past couple weeks, Lamar Jackson has been playing horrible football.
Past 2 weeks.
Yeah, the past couple weeks, Lamar Jackson's been playing horrible football. What I mean by that is, all right, maybe it's not fucking Trent Dilfer level football. Maybe it's like let me not say it's that bad, but numbers wise, obviously it's down. Production, period, passing and rushing, it's down. But the biggest problem for Lamar Jackson, and it's crazy how everything flips 180 after so many years. This man will not run the football. He won't run.
I know.
And I've been saying this for about like a month now.
Yeah.
About a month ago, I was like, yo, Lamar seems a little, and I was like, maybe it's the hammy. He's coming back from the hammy. Maybe he's being a little, trying. And I get it. Lamar has this fucking thing where, and I mean, not this thing, but Lamar likes to scramble around, and he can do it with a swiftness. Get back, plant his feet, find somebody open downfield. We don't have the talent at the receiver position to do that as much as he would like to do that. Sure, if there's times where he can scramble around and find Isaiah Likely, find a Mark Andrews, find a Zay coming across open, those are, like, in reality, those are broken plays.
Yeah.
Let's be real. By the time Lamar's scrambling around, and because at that point it's backyard football mode, you're asking Zay to run around. Sure, there's moments where Zay's quickness, his speed is going to get him open. There's times where if you throw it up to Isaiah in the right spot, he's going to be the only person that can get it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there might be a time where you roll out to the right and what? It's fucking Rashad Bateman running around trying to get open with a corner and a safety over top. Like, there's certain moments where it's just, you're not going to be able to play this backyard football shit with them. But you fucking can, because you're Lamar Jackson. Take off.
Yeah.
Please. So many times the last 2 weeks, I've been watching this man run around, scramble, and I'm just watching that fucking blue line. I'm just looking at that blue line, and there ain't nobody around.
Nope.
I'm like, Lamar, just go. Just go. And then there's a couple times where
teams usually have to take a guy to follow Lamar if Lamar breaks. But because Lamar isn't breaking at all, they don't have to pull a guy. They can sit back there and cover everybody. Lamar needs to, like, it really doesn't take much. Like, once he gets 10 yards, he makes one guy miss. You make another guy miss, that's a touchdown. You make one guy miss, that's 15 yards. You don't make anybody miss, that's at least 10 yards. Like, he can rack up first downs and big plays and all this shit on his own. And yeah, you're right. Like, the broken play bullshit, trying to find somebody. We don't need to see, like, the Lamar immediate, like, does his fucking read and then he's out. But no, if shit breaks down and there's a fucking gap, go for it. But he's not,
like,
and he really, like, we've seen him sort of pull some of that out of his game, but it's almost eliminated at this point, which sucks.
I mean, in the numbers are there. He's had 46 rushing attempts this year.
Yeah.
Compared to, so 2 years, the 2 years he was hurt, he played 12 games in both. He had 148 and 139. The last 2 years he's had, or no, sorry, the 2 years he was hurt, it was 133 and 112. The last 2 years it was 148 and 139. He's had 46 attempts this year. 46. And last year, it didn't even really, like you could feel like, all right, maybe because Derrick Henry's here.
Yeah. But I mean, he still had, like, what was it? Was it last year when y'all played that big game against San Fran, or was that 2 years ago?
I'm not sure.
Like
I'm trying to think,
or something,
like,
against
Seattle, Arizona. I don't think we played. I'm trying to think, like, Seattle, Arizona. I don't remember playing. You know what? No, we might have played them last year.
Yeah, I think it was last year. But
why do I feel like we played? I feel like we played Mike McDaniel, but maybe we didn't. I don't know.
It was either last year or 2 years ago. But I mean, he got Mike McDonald. You guys did play the Seahawks last year, I think. But no, I mean, he makes these fucking big plays happen, and when they do happen, it can change games and control pace, and I mean, shit, get someone in the field goal range or get closer or do whatever. But yeah, him wasting those opportunities, throwing balls away, is not it. I mean, he got sacked, 6 times last week? Or 2 weeks ago? Was it last week?
Last week?
Last week. He got sacked, like...
Oh, 2 weeks ago? Yeah, no. 2 weeks ago was a fucking problem.
Yeah,
like you said about the whole defense having... But like you were saying, like, you know, the defense needing to have a spy. Lamar Jackson is the most dangerous man with a football in his hands.
Like, we see what happens to Josh Allen when he gets smothered. Lamar can get out of the smothering. He just doesn't want to.
Bro just doesn't fucking feel like it. And then there'll be moments where the last second he'll try to take off, and it's like, well, that's why you're sacked. Or that's why it was only a 2-yard rush. But if Lamar would take off just a little bit more, that's going to make that defense have to make one little adjustment that's going to open the whole fucking game up for the rest of the offense.
And that opens up Derrick Henry. Because now you got fucking 3 things that could happen. Instead, Derrick Henry's getting stuffed every time he's out on the field.
Who's been struggling.
Huge.
If there was any time for Lamar to maybe need to run the ball a little bit more, it'd be when we can't get it. Like, we can't get it done with Derrick Henry. And I hate to say it, at this point in their careers, Lamar might be a better running back.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Well,
like, you watch the way Derrick Henry plays football this year, Lamar's a better running back.
You guys have a worse O-line this year. And if Derrick Henry gets caught right in the hole, that's it. Once he breaks through into the second level, it's over. But he just hasn't hit that second level much this year. He's not getting those big runs. The difference
is Lamar's first and second steps are Derrick Henry's second level.
Exactly.
Lamar can already take off. And honestly, I've been thinking about this over the past couple weeks and didn't even bring it up. And it kind of like last year kind of like argues against my own take here. But when you think about Derrick Henry and this whole second level shit, right? The Ravens are very gun pistol heavy, shotgun heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So that means, snap, gun, or I don't know why I said gun, zone, or just, draw, whatever you want to run up the middle, we're giving that bitch to Derrick Henry. And we always, when you just think about the couple of steps it takes to get somebody going or to get a defense or get a player off or just whatever it takes to, when Derrick Henry's lined up in I formation, right? Under center.
Yep.
Fullback in front of him. You got a little more time before reaching contact and hit that gap compared to, like, in reality, I don't want to be like, oh, comparing to fucking Le'Veon Bell or something.
Yeah.
Because Derrick Henry, in his own rights in career, is way better than him. But when you think about the Ravens' play style and the way they run the football, this whole Lamar and shotgun snapping it and then boom, like Derrick Henry right there, 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Exactly.
And the defense already is like, the defense is there. Like, they see it, like they fucking see it. And our offensive line is shit. Lamar, like Derrick Henry doesn't even have that chance to get going.
And then it's no longer a joke anymore. When Derrick Henry is out there, it's a run play. And we saw it 2 games ago. You can run the ball 5 times with Derrick. Lamar's not pulling it and taking it himself. Ever. There's no variability in the way you guys play. And the problem is that you guys have the most available variables to mess around with. You guys are the only team with a quarterback this mobile and a running back that fucking big. And 2 fucking good tight ends and quick receivers. It's just not being utilized at all. You guys should not. You guys should have dropped a 40 burger on the Jets.
A tight end that can. We should have line Mark. We should have line Mark up.
Yep.
Hit the hurricane, the spin around, which is never going to work again. No. I'm just saying that is never going to work. If Todd Monken calls that play again, he should be fired because every single team, there's going to be one guy out there just making sure Mark Andrews doesn't fucking spin out of this Philly this tush push. Remember when it was the Philly special?
It used to be, yeah.
And they were like, let's add a little flair to this.
Let's add a tight end spin move.
I meant the name, but yeah, no, tight end.
What's it called now?
Like, it was remember it was like the Philly special, the brotherly shove.
Philly.
Now it's just the tush push. The tush. Philly's Nick Foles.
Philly special and Philly was the same thing.
No. Philly. I didn't say Philly special.
You said Philly special.
Did I say no? Philly.
You mean
what are we talking
brotherly
about?
shove and tush push. Philly special is the Super Bowl Nick Foles touchdown.
Okay.
So the play was
right.
the actual play was Philly special. But when Foles walked up to Doug Peterson and said it, he said, "Do you want to run Philly?"
Okay.
That's why I call it Philly.
Okay.
But
either way.
Yeah, brotherly shove, tush push. Mark Andrews.
They add a little. They add a little flair to it. They add a little rainbow to the name. Either way, point being, I don't like the way Lamar Jackson been playing. I need him to step it up, especially like considering the fact that we're on a 5-game winning streak. Our defense is playing better. We have a pretty easy schedule moving forward. Besides the Packers and the Patriots, which honestly, I'm not fucking scared of. If it's crazy at this point, the roller coaster of this year, we start as Super Bowl favorites, and then we blow it in the first fucking game, and then right away it's like, all right, what's going on here? And then we have a shitter against the Browns that we were still able to win. It was like, all right, what the fuck's going on here? This defense sucks. Lamar gets hurt. This team really fucking sucks. Cooper Rush is terrible. Oh, look at that. Tyler Huntley got a win. Lamar comes back. Lamar plays so well that it's like, holy shit. Like, well, the Ravens played so bad in comparison to when Lamar came back. It's like, wow, like, all right, so Lamar's MVP is just not going to win it. But we know. And now it's like, all right, well, all the Ravens need is Lamar to step up.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the rest of the team is
getting
there. Y'all's defense is getting there. Lamar ain't there yet.
Which out of all requests, asking Lamar Jackson to step up, like I feel like he probably could. I think he could. Like I think he's got it in him.
He can.
I think Lamar, but if he doesn't, kind of goes back to my whole thing maybe a little over a month ago where I said Lamar Jackson clocked out, and maybe like what I'm saying.
What's weird is it
isn't.
Still kind of feels like that, but you guys are winning.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe he mentally, even if it was for a second, clocked out and was like, man, like maybe that doubt entered, like you know, like you know, in court it only takes that much doubt. Sure. You got to say not guilty. You can't if it
without
beyond reasonable doubt. And I think maybe for a second Lamar did that, and now it's just been taken. I feel like maybe it takes a lot to come back from that. I mean, like you gotta think like maybe he just a week.
You know, you're a fan. Things were looking pretty bleak.
Devin, we were 1-5.
Pretty bleak. Like really, 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 really bad.
They were 1-5.
Yeah, it's really bad. And it's like Lamar wasn't playing during that time. He's staring at a team with a horrible defense, and whatever the fuck was going on offensively. Had a good game coming back, had a few, and then is kind of coasting. I don't know. He'll find his stride. He just needs to get loose, and the play calling needs to improve vastly.
Well, yeah. I don't know what Todd Monken's problem is, because like it's almost at this point I'm just assuming that when plays do work out, it's just because Lamar is that good or Derrick Henry's that good or whoever is that good.
Yeah.
I just wish, I don't know. There's never a time, like there's so many games or other teams where I'm like, damn, like what a great fucking call. Like what a
sure.
Like holy shit. Like think about, remember the Amon-Ra, it might have been a touchdown, I can't remember, where it was like Goff gave it to Gibbs and then Gibbs pitched it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, like versus the Ravens. Detroit versus Baltimore.
Yes.
Earlier this year.
That,
I mean, just like
it was like a huge pickup. I don't know if it was a touchdown.
We're so we lack so much creativity. We can't even run. Like when we try to run an end around with Zay Flowers, like we can't even do
stuffed
that
immediately
because we just don't know. And I even hate to keep using Lamar as the only reason, but Lamar Jackson in just himself, he can do so much. Like it's kind of hard. Like sometimes it's hard to. I mean, I could imagine sometimes it's hard to be like, all right, well, what else can we do?
No, I agree.
Because
Yeah,
you can really run a basic offense and have Lamar dominate.
but I mean, I don't want to toot the Bears' horn, but we're seeing what's happening with the Bears with some of that Ben Johnson flair. You guys don't have any flair, but you have a team that is so much better than the Bears. You guys could put a 40 burger on them immediately, like right now, and it would be nothing. But it's just this simplistic play calling bullshit with every time Derek's out there, it's a fucking run. Every time Keaton Mitchell's out there, it's some fucking stupid dump off play, and then Lamar's not moving.
Well, Tyler Huntley did beat the Bears earlier this year, so
He did.
shout out to bro. And hey, Chicago, they did what they did. But moving on from that, Tampa Bay versus the Los Angeles Rams.
Sorry, one quick thing about play calling. When did the Texans play Thursday?
Yeah, Bills
Yes.
destroyed them.
Yes. The funniest thing, it was like pregame. They just kept talking about how DeMeco Ryans gave up all play calling, and the Texans got so much better. They're like, he's taking more of a administrative head coaching role now. It's like, he sucks. What the fuck is like DeMeco did nothing for that team. Like even on defense,
You know,
he gave up defensive play
that's what-
calling. He's a defensive guy.
that's what John Harbaugh is.
I know that's what he is, and it's like I guess it's cool that your guys are doing everything for you, but I'm not sure what Harbaugh brings to this team at all.
A name, a face, a guy to answer questions after the game.
Fair.
A guy to I got it. A guy to throw challenge flags.
Yes, you're right.
That's what it is. Yes, throw the challenge flag, and that's really all John Harbaugh can do. But the Rams versus the Bucks, Devin. So
we were right.
Matt Stafford's MVP.
Stafford's MVP. Right? I mean, I would like to think that in a world where Lamar, Josh, Mahomes are all playing better, Stafford's still in that conversation. Like that's how well he's playing right now. What is he? 30 touchdowns, 2 picks. Like that's way different than Stafford from a few years ago when he was leading the league in picks. Devontae has been a humongous addition to this team. He still has it. He should never have gone to the Raiders. He wasted 2.5 full years of his life being a Raider and a Jet.
Or the Jet. I mean, yeah, I would say don't forget the Jet.
It's my bad. And then, yeah, I mean, Stafford is he's still slinging that bitch at 37. Still has the best arm in the league. 37.
Playing some of the best football that man has ever played in his entire life.
Yeah.
And I mean, I hate to put the crown on, but I've been telling you all year that these Rams are going to be dangerous.
No, I know.
These Rams are going to be a problem.
I was skeptical all year, just because they hadn't really.
Are you bought in?
I bought in. I bought it. I did buy it, and it like
you're bought in.
I didn't think our prediction before was a big blowout just because of how depleted the Bucs are. But I still wasn't aware of how good the Rams actually are. Like so complete right now. Like defensively are demons. Jared Verse is an absolute animal. But then, yeah, I mean, everything they do offensively, special teams, anything. They are on every level.
Like, there was a moment last year where, and here's the thing, you know what? It's a feeling for two teams last year. There was a feeling last year, and maybe you didn't have this feeling, but it was later on, probably around this time of the year and moving forward, where it was like, all right, the Eagles are winning football games. Because I remember I went in last year, they were my like dark horse, and then the other team,
Yes, you're right. Yeah,
it was Detroit. It was the Detroit Lions.
Detroit was always on top.
Obviously, for everybody, it was like, man, like these Lions, they could fucking.
It
They
wasn't
could win it
until
all.
it wasn't until we beat them in the divisional that they got.
The difference between the Lions and Philly were, yes, the Lions were hyped up in the beginning. The Eagles were hyped up in the beginning of the year, but the Lions were getting gassed in the beginning of last year.
Well, the Lions played up to it.
They did, but what I'm saying is how the Rams season will go is either going to be this Detroit or Eagles way.
Yeah,
I kind of feel like the Rams were a little more underrated going into this year, like the Eagles were last year.
No, yeah, I agree.
And what I'm saying is, like, I'm talking like I'm getting close to like Super Bowl predictions.
Sure.
Like they might be my NFC team in the Super Bowl right now.
I mean, they're the
Like,
only
over.
Like, I don't want to say there's a lot of fraudulence around the league, but there is. And
Detroit.
huh?
Detroit is that
No.
fucking pretty dumb bitch. The
Yeah,
prettiest dumb bitch.
Super stupid. Like, can't drive a bicycle. But no, I mean, like the Rams are the only team that feel like a consistent good football team. Like they beat the Bucks. They were supposed the way they were supposed to. They have veteran guys who know how to win football games. I mean, they still have Sean McVay. Sean McVay is a great head coach, great play caller. There's a lot of other teams that don't feel like they're there, especially in the NFC.
They were beating the shit out of Tampa.
Like that was dangerous. Like Baker got really hurt.
Dude, Baker. If I'm Baker, I'm not playing next week.
Nah,
because he's questionable.
Probably.
I'm saying he is questionable. Yeah. It's his non-throwing shoulder. But
well, I mean, he got hit earlier in the game, injured it, stayed in through a.
Well, he was hurt. He was hurt going into this game.
He was hurt going into the game, but threw a bomb at half, which was what a waste of fucking time. Like, just added a pick to his fucking record. Got injured.
Okay. Skip Bayless says 100. He says 99 dumb things to one smart thing. And the one smart thing that he says is that should be, you might have even said something like this before.
I was about to say that. I was about to say that plays like that, like they're treated like that in the NBA now.
The deep threes, the half court threes,
the buzzer beater threes at the final seconds of the second and the fourth.
But it should be treated like a team sack.
You're right.
Like sometimes you'll see a defense has 8 sacks, but when you chalk it up to the players, there's only 7.
Yeah.
It's because when fucking all of them come together. Same thing for this. It should be a team interception or something that doesn't count to. I don't know. I mean, you still threw the pick, so I guess, but it's the same thing. Like, to me, I don't think you should get a negative rush for a kneel.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you shouldn't lose. No, you should not lose rushing yards for victory formation.
There's quarterbacks that'll end games with -2 rushing yards. And it's like, what?
Yeah,
because they played so good, they took a knee the last 2 plays. This is stupid.
But
that shouldn't. I've never.
The reason behind changing it in the NBA was to get more shot attempts up by not trash players. Because dudes would just pass it to Steven Adams to keep their field goal percentage up. Bloke, mate. Oh, they told me to throw it sideways, mate. So I yocked it to rim, threw it a bit left, came back right. I'm a big bloke, mate. So like I don't
fuck.
know what the benefit to that is in the NFL outside of like just I I agree with the kneeling. The kneeling are spikes pass attempts?
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude. No, like the pick on a Hail Mary should count, but a spike attempt and a kneel should not count as anything.
Because you know when those games happen by quarterbacks and they're like, if he just spiked it every play, he would have a better QBR
Yeah, fair.
than how he performed.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you'll have a shit QBR if you just spike it every play,
Yeah.
but
He would have more yards if he just kneeled out
no.
every play.
But fucking yeah, no spikes, kneels. The fact that doesn't, you know, that counts towards your stats. That shit is stupid. But the Rams look crazy, stupid, dangerous. And they're 9-2. To finish out the year, they got Carolina, Arizona, and then we get to see them play Detroit, which I think is going to be
That's gonna be
very
game of the year.
telling of I mean, yeah, no, that's going to be like, and as of right
We haven't really
now,
had
the
game of the
way
years
Detroit's
yet.
been playing,
Huh? You said the way Detroit's been playing?
game of the year, I mean, we know I mean, game of the year, I'll go back to the way Detroit's been playing, but game of the year was Ravens Bills.
That's the
I
first
mean, I
game of
don't
the
know what
season, dude.
I know. It was one of the first games you know. That was the first Sunday night game.
Yeah.
That was probably the best game of the year.
Yeah.
And then maybe like Broncos fans will say their 33-point comeback
That's
game
not a
was
good
the
game.
best game, but nobody cares. Either way, the way Detroit's been playing, especially the last 2 weeks, like yeah, they're like okay, they won. They beat the New York Giants.
They should not have beat the Giants. The
But
Giants blew that shit, dude.
Giants blew it, and they I mean, the Giants have blown pretty much every lead they've had.
Yeah.
Like so many games they would have won if there was just 3 quarters in football.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's that. I mean, they blew a 33-point lead in the fourth quarter. So the fact that they even like once this game even got close, I was like, well, all right, well, Detroit's winning this game.
Yeah.
They're not like New York's not holding on to this.
Jameis
Like,
is
of
not
course,
holding
Jameis is
on
going
to
to
that.
throw a late
Jameis, I mean, granted, the Giants should not have even been in that position to win, but they should have closed it out.
Fuck
like,
no.
Jameis
Absolutely.
with a receiving touchdown was awesome. That was so sick.
Jameis Winston.
That was the most beautiful.
No matter.
He's like, I can go out there and play tight end, God willing. I was like, hell yeah. That was awesome.
Jameis Winston, that receiving touchdown, like I thought about was like, oh, I can't wait for Devan to see that.
It was my favorite thing in the world, dude.
It was
so
the
cool.
best play of the week,
and it was like
that might be.
It was kind of broken. Like the guy throwing it had to step up. He underthrew it. Jameis fucking sheds a guy, just fucking, and then just finger rolls into the. Oh, crazy!
Jameis played with 2 gloves, like.
It's awesome.
What are we doing? Like Jameis Winston is one of the most entertaining players of all time, and
what
like
threw a bomb on a flea flickers early in the game too?
Oh my god! Threw an absolute fucking piss missile.
Piss missile, dude.
To Wan'Dale
Robinson.
Threw an absolute rocket to him. No, it was beautiful. But Jameis Winston, he put on an absolute show. Still lost. They were able to lose to Detroit. Cool. But then the Rams play Seattle, Atlanta, Arizona. So besides Detroit, I mean, there really should be no questions to who should win what.
They got the West.
So yeah, no, they absolutely got the West. They might have the NFC.
I mean, we still got to look out for the Hawks.
To win, no, fuck, no.
People keep talking about.
I'm calling their bluff.
JSA
I'm calling
guy.
Seattle's bluff now. Yeah, it's like this weird thing where when Sam Darnold has like one of the best receivers in the league, they like win football games. I mean, yeah, sure, they're gonna win games, and then Sam Darnold's probably gonna lose to Matt Stafford and the Rams again in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be
if they make it
it's
past
probably a
the wild
likely
card
scenario. But and if I look up on the board, preseason, not even preseason, preseason, June, July, we were doing Road to the Super Bowl. And we gave the Rams a 68% chance to win the Super Bowl. So
I don't think we know how percentages work. That's pretty fucking high.
I mean, we gave them a 68% chance, and look at how good they're fucking playing.
They're playing great right now, and I'm not sure that like in years prior we would have been as hyped up on this team, but they're truly the only team that is worth getting hyped up about, where we don't feel like there's all these issues.
It's because every contender is so mediocre right now.
Well, every contender they're mediocre, but they'll come out and have a great game and then fucking lose to the Panthers and then lose to the Bears, lose to the Browns, lose to whoever the fuck. And I'm talking about the Packers. But just to lose to shitty teams and I know any of these teams, but it's yeah, I mean there's no front runner, and now there is a front runner for now.
Yeah, there's no
they
domination.
Lose to the fucking Panthers next week.
That I really hope not. But all right, speaking of Green Bay, Minnesota and Green Bay, I just like I'm glad as soon as JJ McCarthy, like, I guess admitted he had an alter ego, it all just went downhill.
As soon as he came out of the closet.
He came out of the alter ego closet and just said, like, this is my name, I'm 9. And what do you know? In the 6 games he's played this year, he has 9 interceptions. And put up a whopping, 87 yards and 2 interceptions this past game.
Oh, yeah.
JJ McCarthy, like I said a week or two ago, he sucks. I'm calling like this, and yes, I was kind of joking, like, oh, this fucking idiot is calling himself 9. But then when I really sat there and watched him, like, against the Ravens, out of all defenses, out of all teams, the balls he was throwing, like,
he threw 2 buttery picks to you guys, dude.
To allow Marlon Humphrey to pick you off, you have to almost decide Marlon Humphrey's going to pick me off.
Yeah.
Marlon Humphrey is like there's no world. There's no world like you like
JJ McCarthy would have had to throw that ball 140 miles an hour for it to not hit Marlon Humphrey in the chest.
Yes. I mean, Marlon Humphrey, you just hey, thanks, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Like, it's like it was so simple. And he was throwing so many of those balls, and he's not stopped doing that. It's just all he does. He just yucks that bitch up. And it's awful. JJ McCarthy is bad. And guess what? And we're gonna get into it. There's some other quarterbacks who are pretty bad that are getting gassed up, super gassed up. So I'm just saying, let's just be fair. Let's just call it what it is. JJ McCarthy, a young QB who hasn't had much experience, sucks, right?
Very bad.
Like he doesn't look good. So there might be other young QBs who don't have much experience,
who look bad,
who kind of fucking suck.
Yeah,
but we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Don't worry.
But no, I mean, we were wrong about, like, or at least I was, about how good the Vikings team around the quarterback position is. Like, they're good. They're not good enough to make up for whatever JJ's doing out there.
Well, we thought,
and there is,
all right, maybe Carson Wentz is
I think we can say it now. There's still there's a smidge of underestimating and underappreciating Sam Darnold.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, that was an air ball with the decision making last
Oh,
year.
of course. I mean, they
But
said, yeah, we want nothing to do with you. Clearly, it's not you who put us here. We have a little guy named Nine.
we got 9 in the back waiting. But I will say, we kind of, I guess it was almost like, all right, well, maybe Carson Wentz is just this bad. You know, maybe it's just that bad. And it's like, no. And you know what? Maybe there's a world where just J.J. McCarthy is just that bad.
I think they're
Because they
both
do
really
have
that bad.
pieces where it's like this. They do have pieces on that team that, should allow them to look better than this. But I mean, the O line is kind of butt. And so is JJ McCarthy. So, when you add that together, it's just Justin Jefferson running routes all day.
Getting
So,
nothing.
I don't know. I don't really know what to say about that. But with all that being said, I'm pulling up the anchors. I'm waving the white flag. It's over. I'm getting off the bandwagon for the Packers. It's not their year.
Oh no, fuck no.
This is not like I'm sorry, like Packers fans, and this isn't me trying to hate. This isn't me hating on them at all. Like I really thought like there was something there this year in particular where it was like, all right, maybe they got, especially considering how mediocre these top fucking contenders have been
Yeah.
playing. It's like, man, Green Bay might
Like,
just go steal this
with
shit.
how bad everyone else is playing, the Packers could have risen. Instead, they're playing worse than all these other fucking teams.
Well, they've only had 2 impressive games when they played Pittsburgh and they played Detroit in the beginning of the year. That was like, all right, these guys look good. These guys look legit. Besides that, I mean, shitters against Atlanta and against Carolina and I mean, even though they beat Minnesota, but like JJ McCarthy just sucked
JJ
absolute
McCarthy
dick.
had
I mean,
under 100 passing yards.
what was it? Okay, 14 for 21, 139 yards from Jordan Love. Cool.
Not impressive.
The only thing they did was go, hey, we can still get 100 rushing yards if Josh Jacobs don't play. It's like, so I'm glad that they still have the rushing department down. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
But in terms of, I mean, Jordan Love delivering and how good their defense is going to play against the top offense, I like JJ McCarthy is Santa. Like he's gifting these teams turnovers. So I really don't know how good this Green Bay defense is, especially when we've seen them we've been talking about this every fucking episode about how they're just not that good. They're playing down to the level of their competition. And honestly, they're getting caught playing down to the level of their competition and fucking losing games.
Yeah.
And multiple games this year against Washington, against Arizona, games that they won. But it's like, all right, nothing crazy impressive though.
It's not impressive. And yeah, no, they've held teams to low amount of points, but when they do, they don't play well offensively, and then vice versa. I mean, when their defense plays bad, they're not going to win games. The offense is clearly the issue. If they had a better offense, they'd be in a much better spot. But their offense has given us no signs of getting better. The defense has waned.
Well,
they've been good and bad, but that offense has really never been that impressive outside of that huge game from Tucker Kraft, who no longer plays.
It's almost like this team who all offseason everybody was going, especially once the draft happened, like, I mean, we don't need a wide receiver one. Like everybody is just
everybody's
a
wide receiver one.
Like 1B, 1A, 1D, and 1C. Like we're all just together. Like we're all just ones. They need a wide receiver one.
Bad.
And I don't know if maybe one of those guys in that locker room could be it, and they're just playing their play style is everybody eats, everybody can get it, anybody can, like what I'm saying is, just because you keep shaking your head, is I don't know if they've allowed anybody to get a chance. I thought you were going.
No, I was just laughing at the anybody can get it.
Oh, okay. But either way, I think maybe, possibly, there's receivers on that team that just haven't been given the chance to be the just primary guy, the number one guy. And I mean, especially halfway through the year where you lose your honestly best receiving threat in Tucker Kraft, it's like, all right, well, we have no clue what to do here.
Nope.
No faith in the Packers.
No faith.
I'm over the Packers.
Even if they make the playoffs, no faith. Yeah.
No, there'll be a wild card team. They might run into the fucking Rams or something, and it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, it'll be a big problem. Moving on from Minnesota and Green Bay, Devin. We got a game that I would say, honestly, out of all games, Devin, this one may actually absolutely has been talked about the most. And it was two teams who have a combination of, before the game was played, 4 wins and 16 losses. So, 2-8 teams who aren't good. But you know what? It was talked about all weekend and is being talked about right now. It'll be talked about tomorrow and will be talked about probably for the next, I'd give this game probably a good month long, like at least a month long, like just everybody's algorithm getting fed.
Better for said team or said player.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And that's what I want to get into. I will say, when it comes to the Cleveland and Raiders game, there was hype from Shedeur fans after this game, but honestly, a little less than what came from last week when he played against Baltimore.
Yeah.
Because these like numb brain like Shedeur fans, like, that did it for him. Like what he did versus the Ravens, like
4
solidified their
out of 16 was like
4 for 16.
Here. And then when he beat the Raiders, they were like, yeah, duh, no touchdown passes, one pick.
Yes, he had 1 touchdown pass. He had 1.
Okay, late.
He had 1. Don't worry. He had his 1 touchdown pass against the Raiders. Shedeur winning this game with the Browns, Shedeur fans went, yeah, duh, like he's Shedeur Sanders. I told you, Super Bowl MVP. Devin, people are talking about this. Like, and I know I said this was going to happen.
We knew this was going to happen.
No, but like when I say it gives me a headache, because I truly, like, I try to think, how do people think this way? People are talking about Shedeur Sanders after this game against the Raiders, where at most he looked all right. Like it was like, all right,
cool. He was passable. Like, he threw one of the worst picks I've seen this year.
Oh my God. Shedeur Sanders threw some terrible balls that game.
Yeah.
He had 1 good play.
Yes.
He had 1 good play.
That deep ball.
And here's my problem. Most people, in my heart, I think people in private, they feel the same way I do about Shedeur, which is he's just not that good. They'll never say it. They'll never come out and say it. There's a lot of people who have ties to Dion. There's people who, it is what it is. I think there are people on the Cleveland Browns who probably think, God damn, bro, Shedeur just ain't that fucking good.
Kevin Stefanski.
My problem is, like, Myles Garrett, for instance.
Oh no, dude.
He must be like best friends with him or something.
He's getting
or love
paid.
Deion Sanders or something. Because the way he celebrated, like, people are using that as much as Shedeur's pass to be like, well, Myles Garrett liked it, so there you go. Myles Garrett decided to stay with Cleveland. So his decision making isn't like that fucking clear.
No, it's horrible.
Like mind you, this is a person who decided to stay with Cleveland and then 3 weeks in said, I should not have stayed with Cleveland.
He said, I kind of really want to request a trade.
So this is the guy that's been through fucking 18 quarterbacks, but let's just play this game where Shedeur's the answer because Myles Garrett said so.
And then he sees one throw and flips his lid.
And that's what confuses the shit out of me. But whatever, sure. Myles Garrett wants to get fucking Cleveland hype. Cool.
It
is what it is.
When was the last time you saw Shedeur? I'm sorry, not sure. Myles Garrett talk about his own team's quarterback.
Never.
Not once. I've never heard
Never.
one quote
He's
about
best friends.
a defensive player's thoughts of their own quarterback.
Yeah, no, they're best friends. He's getting fucking no. I don't know what's going on with that, but either way, Shedeur Sanders, between how he played last week and how he played this week, like I've said this for 2 years, 3 years now. Like he just sucks,
Mhm.
and it's okay. Like a lot of guys suck. Like Dylan Gabriel sucks too.
Yeah.
He sucks too.
Yeah.
But, Dylan Gabriel had multiple 2-touchdown passing games.
Yep.
He had games where he broke 200. He hit 190 yards and 2 touchdowns. But I didn't see any of the love for him. I didn't see I saw one comment.
He's in the same boat as Shedeur. They're both rookie quarterbacks, and everyone said, no, Dylan Gabriel sucks. Shedeur needs to be in there. And they're talking about it like this team has any semblance of chance with Shedeur compared to Dylan Gabriel. They played the Vegas Raiders. The Raiders are the worst team in football outside of the Titans.
They're fucking 2-8. They have a worse O-line than Cleveland.
Yeah.
I mean, did you not? I mean, Geno at this point, like Geno still sucks, but I feel like Geno's just scared to death every time he gets the ball snapped to him.
I think Geno's trying to lose.
But either way, regardless of who it is, like the Raiders absolutely fucking blow. I mean, shit. They're just like with Dylan Gabriel. Oh, we're in the red zone. All right, let's pull our quarterback. Let's just let Quinshawn. Let's just let him touchdown. We couldn't trust Shedeur in this situation in the red zone, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Why can't we just do that? Because I would imagine, Dylan Gabriel's so bad that we're just gonna run Wildcat and just pull Dylan Gabriel out when we're this close to being able to get a touchdown. And then if it's Shedeur Sanders, you keep him in because he can score in the red zone or at the goal line.
Yep.
Like this comment right here, right? These are like what Shedeur fans are. Ready? Yep. Yep. Shedeur Sanders is the guy for Cleveland, and he has proven the haters wrong. And just like that, like, first of all, can we pause right there? That using that sentence, like, people watched this performance against the Raiders and went, and just like that, he proved the haters wrong. Like that. That's what
they sound like,
just
too,
like that.
And that's what their hand movements are.
For the first time since 2014. Parentheses, I was in 7th grade at the time. The Browns beat the Raiders thanks to Shedeur. So,
Mikey, how often do the Browns play the Raiders?
I don't know, maybe once every.
When have the Raiders ever been this bad at football? They've sucked. They've never been this bad.
They both kind of suck. Never been. No, maybe like early 2010s. But either way, it's the fucking Raiders. That's like me right now going, shit. And just like that, since 2017, the Ravens beat the Chargers. Like, it's just such an irrelevant thing. Like, it's like it doesn't. That doesn't mean anything.
The same thing was happening in college, though. It was like the only player to throw for 300 for 300 yards, 6 rushing yards, and 2 sacks and 3 picks and 3 touchdowns. Like, there's just the weirdest stat lines, like the weirdest, like first player to do this, first player to do that, and then the hype leaves him midway through his college season. So he'll play 1 or 2 good games, maybe. Like, he's gonna have this win. This is his peak this year, and then once he starts playing bad, then there will be straight silence. We will not hear about it.
But Devin, I'm not gonna lie. And just to notebook this for the future, I don't think that's true. I think we're still going to hear about it. I think we're still going to, if he goes 1 for 20, we'll see that one for a week. That one we talked about for a week because the man went 11 for 20 and they're talking about one throw. He had one fucking throw that's making the internet go wild.
Remember Anthony Richardson's one throw?
Yeah, I remember Anthony Richardson. I remember a lot of times where Anthony Richardson had one throw.
One throw. It was like 58 yards or whatever. That's it. That's all he has.
DJ Lagway has had one throw.
Yeah. Likely had one throw, maybe.
But what were you gonna say?
My biggest issue is Shedeur is just still his media training is the worst thing in the world. He's like, shit, this is 1 week. This is 1 week of starter reps. Imagine what's gonna happen when we get a whole off season. You're the Cleveland fucking Browns and you're Shedeur Sanders. Nothing's gonna happen. You played the Raiders. Be honest about the team that you're playing and the fact that they should have beat them by 40 if it was a good team.
Like the fact that there's the Lions dog walked the Ravens this year, and before that game blew out whoever they played the week before, and David Montgomery was like, "Yo, chill, we got the Ravens."
Exactly.
Like the humility, humility.
Humility. Yeah.
What am I looking for? The humility. Like obviously Shedeur doesn't have that. I mean, you know who his fucking sperm is. Like you see like where he came from. Like obviously he ain't gonna have that. And those are the two types of fans. And those are the most annoying fucking fans ever. It's these young motherfuckers who like just like linked on to Shedeur Sanders and were like, he's the guy. And then these old motherfuckers who were fans of Dion. You got these old ass unks who are like, there you go. You got him. You got him, Shedeur. I see so many.
Dudes from Atlanta, dude.
I've never seen so many aunties like in the comment section of sports shit.
They shouldn't
like we did it with this emoji right there.
Oh.
Like we did it. Let's go. It's just so fucking corny because like it's almost like me. Like think about how I was. Like I was ride or die for Tim Tebow. And even me, like I can acknowledge what I'm saying is I think 10 years from now, I don't think Shedeur fans are going to admit like, all right, maybe we were going a little too far. I know. Like I acknowledge like, no, the Broncos had a decision to make. They said, we got Peyton Manning or Tim Tebow. And it was the quickest and easiest decision to ever make in the history of football. Because Tim Tebow wasn't that fucking good at throwing the damn ball.
No.
We're just gonna sit here and play. He was the greatest college football player of all time, and that arm did enough. It wasn't enough in the NFL.
See, but here's the thing. That was a Heisman. This is Shedeur Sanders, who was leading Heisman contention for the first 3 weeks of last year, whatever the fuck. So
was Arch fucking Manning.
Shedeur stinks. The Browns stink. Like, for as much as, like, we don't want to see Shedeur play just because of how annoying it is.
I do.
Across the board. We want him to see, I want to see him play more. I want to see what can ensue. And if he proves all of us wrong, then prove all of us wrong. But it's going to take a lot to prove all of us wrong.
Bro, if Shedeur Sanders shows up and throws like 18 for 25, 250 yards and 3 touchdowns, I'm going to get on this podcast and go, I mean, I'm obviously going to preface it with like, all right, well, let's relax. It's one game and let's just make sure. But hey, I was fucking wrong because I don't think that's ever going to happen.
No.
I'm saying this right now. That is never going to happen. Look at me in my eyes. Everybody watching this. That is never 18 for 25, 3 touchdowns and 250 yards, plus or minus 1 or 2 or 3, whatever you want. It's never going to happen.
No picks.
Devin, you could take no picks, no turnovers, not a single thing. You could give him. I don't even know what like crutch to give the defense or whatever to make it easier for Shedeur. It's not gonna happen. A bunch of Marlon Humphreys, just a bunch of Marlon Humphreys.
No, I mean,
it's still not gonna happen.
I guess the Raiders' defense isn't the worst defense in the league, but they're not great.
No, they're not great. So I just want to see. So for the remaining schedule for the year, the Browns, they get to play. Where are we looking at? Who do they got? What fucking week is it? 12. So they play the Raiders. So they have the 49ers. Can't wait to see that one.
Small house barbecue.
That one's That one's gonna be entertaining. And then they play the Tennessee Titans. So okay, boom, we get Shedeur versus Cam Ward. That'll be interesting. So if it's even fucking close, because let's remember, like, Cam Ward gets absolutely no. Like, Cam Ward has been honestly thrown into like a black hole where people are almost trying to forget about him right now.
Like it's hard to like. That's a name that's hard to remember now.
Yeah,
like I don't even get
first.
I don't even get like a news update on what the Titans did.
Nope.
Like I think when I open the ESPN
garbage.
app and I look at all the scores, I think they just black out whatever the Titans did.
Then they play the Bears. Then they play the Bills. Then they play the Steelers. Then they play the Bengals. So, with that being said, right now, 2 wins max, probably the Titans, maybe the Bengals. That's a big fat maybe. That's going to be a Joe Burrow Bengals team. That's not, honestly, nah, fuck all that. Maybe 1 win. The Bills game is probably going to do it for me, where it's like, all right, yeah. Like, I think the Bills game might make the general public, not Shedeur fans, like, there's still a leaning of general public where it's like, I mean, like, you never know if you get the right situation and maybe if you just put the pieces together.
He's going to be kept in the league for so long.
Oh, for sure.
Now that he's in the league, he's going to be kept there for so fucking long.
But this Bills game in a few weeks, that'll be like, all right. So, I mean, Shedeur is not, like, this is still the Browns and another Browns quarterback. Like, that's what it's going to be. It'll be quick. It'll be painless. It's fine. It'll be okay, Shedeur fans. But it'll just be y'all. And it's just gonna be y'all. Because Shedeur Sanders is still, 50% completion percentage, a touchdown and an interception, 1 good throw. And I mean 1 good throw. Like, 1 good throw, cool. Like, and when I mean good throw, I've seen this throw like in JV football. Like, I don't like,
sure.
like I'm saying, like, this is a throw. Here. Let me be a little nicer than that. This is a throw that every NFL quarterback should be able to make, should be able to complete. Like think about it like this. When Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, or then drop it down another level, if CJ Stroud or if
Dak Prescott.
even like Tua, if even Tua did it, or Dak Prescott or Bryce Young or Caleb Williams or whoever at this point right now, if they made that throw, it wouldn't even be replayed. Like, maybe once, maybe like, oh wow, what a as they're calling the next play. Yep. I'm saying it's not on House of Highlights. They're not cutting to, like, there's not, in no fucking world is Patrick Mahomes making like a completion like that, and Chris Jones is about to lose it on the sideline. No. About to lose his mind on the sideline. Like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Like, and everybody online, like, there it is. They took that 1 throw. That comment I read was from a video of that 1 throw.
Yeah.
And they said, well, just like that, the Raiders lost to the Browns, beat the Raiders. And I'm saying, like, so that's it. So Shedeur was able to beat the Raiders, another 2-8 team. Like, I almost wish, and before we move on, it's like, I almost wish Shedeur fans had like a little more like respect for him.
They don't.
Like, or respect for themselves or something. Like, it's almost like they're I don't know. I don't know if they're lowering their expectations.
Their expectations were just as low as ours. But they're
happy about
it. They're excited, yeah. Like, their expectations are low for him because, like, he's a rookie quarterback. He's a 5th round pick.
Mm-hmm.
And he's faced so much adversity. Yeah. And our expectations are low because we don't expect him to be good at all. And theirs are low because it's all through the fire. And
Well,
he
theirs
will
are
come
low
out
because of,
victorious in one sense or another.
well, theirs are low because they think he should have been the first pick.
Yeah, I mean, Cam Ward probably shouldn't have been the first pick, but
All right, in what fucking world do you think they would have been any better in Tennessee if Shedeur was the option instead of Cam Ward?
I'm not saying no. I'm saying outside of quarterback wise. I'm saying quarterback should not
I
have
mean, I
been
don't know. Who would Tennessee have picked,
that fucking O lineman who went to the Pats.
Will Campbell?
Tennessee wasn't gonna be good anyways, dude. They don't have shit. They don't have dick. Yeah, remember when Cam Ward said, "I got a top 5 receiver room."
He did. But he quickly changed, like, we're ass.
Well, he said no.
We're
He
ass.
came out and said we're ass, and then he said, "No, I got a top 5 receiver room," and then was like, "We're one of the worst teams that's ever been assembled. We are not there." And then I haven't heard a word since, and that was what, week 2?
Well, I mean, what do you want him to do? Keep going out and saying we suck? Hey, we still suck.
Hey, guess
If
what,
y'all are
guys?
wondering,
We suck, and I suck too.
we all just suck.
This whole team sucks.
But no, shout out to the brain dead Shedeur fans. I'm glad y'all got your dub versus the Raiders. And I can't wait to see the magic that Shedeur is able to produce next week against the San Francisco 49ers. Because I guarantee that it's going to be spectacular. It's going to be magic. It's going to be great. Don't miss it. Shedeur Sanders versus San Francisco 49ers.
Now, not to say that Brock Purdy doesn't also suck buns.
No, but Brock Purdy is better than Shedeur Sanders.
By a lot.
Mac Jones is better than Shedeur Sanders. If somebody asked me where Shedeur Sanders ranks in top 32, I'd say he doesn't. Like, there are 32 quarterbacks better than Shedeur Sanders.
It may not be all like the starting quarterbacks.
40.
Like Tua is still miles ahead.
No, that's what's crazy is how much better Tua still is than Shedeur Sanders.
That's all right.
People won't admit that because, like, obviously Tua's meme so much, but I'm just saying, like, Shedeur fans are.
No, I mean it'll all turn out in the end that Shedeur's not that guy. Never will be that guy.
Here, I'll end it on this for Shedeur. I'll end it on this on a good note for Shedeur fans. Here, ready? Shedeur might be better than Kyle Orton. Maybe. He might be. Maybe.
I don't even think he'll touch what Brock Osweiler did. Brock Osweiler sucked.
Not the good years.
It was a good year.
Or the good games.
You know Brock Osweiler
that good half a year
now?
That's hilarious.
I think for college, I saw him and I was like, "Is that Brock Osweiler?" And it was.
He seems like a
dud.
Dude.
No, he doesn't seem cool.
Nah. He seems like a dude.
I guess he's got such a big head and neck. It's just weird.
Yeah, but he's got a whole lot of money.
No reason, dude.
He's got so much money.
And he's still working.
Like the fact that they get, he's got so much money. But all right, moving on. I guess just going over the rest of these games. We kind of discussed some of these already, but Carolina and San Fran. Obviously, I said there was a chance. And if you looked at Brock Purdy's, if you looked at just Brock Purdy and looked at that 3 interceptions. And you might go like, damn, did Panthers win this? And they didn't. They didn't win this.
They got
because
3 points out of all 3 turnovers.
Yeah. But it sounds a lot better if you say Brock Purdy threw as many interceptions as points scored by Carolina.
Yeah. Well,
there you go.
They scored a late touchdown. Ted McMillan. The game ended 20-9, but after those 3 interceptions, it was still 3 to whatever.
Yeah, no shit. It was a shit team beating another shit team. San Francisco's not that good. We talked about this last
We know
episode.
San Francisco's not that good. Panthers are dog shit.
The Panthers obviously are way worse than their record, and San Fran is worse than what's up? What? Oh, I thought you were putting your hand up or something.
3 points.
Way worse than their record. San Fran, I don't think they meet their record at all. And Brock Purdy, like we were called brain dead idiots and all this. Like people were really going at our neck for saying that Brock Purdy might not even be better than Mac Jones. And it's like, no, Brock Purdy isn't. He might not even be better than Mac Jones. It is a problem.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy he doesn't look good. He didn't look good. He's definitely not worth what the fuck he was paid. And I think everybody knew that. I think San Francisco fans tried to just cope and accept it. But like the fact that I think 49ers fans probably are like, man, our quarterback's like, all right, like we could probably do better.
Well, yeah, I mean,
like
they were in like their record. They had a great record past few years, and because guys were somewhat healthy. The second that health went away, so did Brock Purdy.
Like honestly, like there's not crazy hype in Brock Purdy.
There shouldn't be. There shouldn't be. But the fact that the Mac Jones thing pissed everybody off made it turn into Brock Purdy hype. Like there should be no Brock Purdy hype. Like both things can be true. Like Mac Jones can be bad and Brock Purdy can be bad. It's fine.
That's like the difference. That's like the difference between the Niners and the Pats. The Patriots fans are spoiled, and they got a taste of what it was like being a Patriots fan before Tom Brady, after Tom Brady.
Yes.
And now that Drake May is playing like better than any quarterback they've had since Tom Brady left, they're like, oh man, we're fucking MVP favorites, best team in the AFC. We're winning a Super Bowl. All this shit.
New Tom Brady. Tom Brady's back.
They're spoiled, right? The 49ers, honestly, and I hate to give them this much credit, are kind of just used to success.
Yeah.
Like their whole, whether they're winning Super Bowls or not, these motherfuckers are winning games every year,
regardless. Yeah.
And then coming up through the 20th century, and then still being able to get shit done, kinda in the 21st century, at least making Super Bowls. They
3.
What? I'm about to say they made a few.
Well, they made the 1 and then recently 2 and 3.
But like it's almost like they kind of know, like they know what a fucking Super Bowl winning team looks like. A team that can even contend for a Super Bowl looks like.
Yeah.
And this ain't it.
Nope.
I don't hear Niners fans really hyping their team up that much. So
nope.
I don't think this is it. New England versus Cincinnati should have not been that close. We know New England they're frauds and they will be exposed in the playoffs. I mean they almost lost that game.
Yeah.
They almost lost that game multiple times, but it's fine. New England Patriots fucking what, 10-2? Sure. Seattle versus Tennessee. Yep, sure. Seattle should have beaten Tennessee. Giants versus Detroit. We pretty much talked about that. Jameis Winston is we need to, like, there needs to be a clause in the NFL where, like, no matter what team he's on, no matter who quarterback is on the team, no matter how good or bad they are, he needs to play at least a game a year.
Yes, before week 18.
Like 1 or 2 games a year where we just get to see Jameis Winston play football.
He needs a minimum amount of snaps.
Like it just adds it adds entertainment to the season. It is almost, you appreciate.
The cool thing is like it's been a while since he's played enough games for us to like actually like rate him as a quarterback.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, these are just fun games. Like he was a Saint.
No, they're fun games. And
he was just having fun being a Saint.
all
Like,
the
he
same
hasn't
games.
played
Like
on a meaningful team in a meaningful game in a very long time, if ever.
no,
Once or twice.
no.
But it's been a while
Like
since
we
he
got
has. And
this was
these little, like, spurts of awesomeness are fun.
when did we get it last year? Was he with Cleveland? Was it in the snow?
I thought he was still saying last year.
Remember he was like,
Oh, he said, this is my
remember
first snow game
no
against
no
the
it was
Steelers. Packers.
remember it was snowing and he was like, just God is allowing us to play football and it's
Bless
snowing.
his
Like
God.
it's snowing.
His snow.
Uh,
He can't. I
he
get
was
it if
turned.
you're religious, give all glory to God and do all that, but he can't form a sentence without talking to old big
No,
man
but
up
it's
there.
nice. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm kind of like you. You were almost a little too nice about it. Like, it is what it is. I usually there are times where I can't fucking stand it because honestly it's the context of when it's brought up, or if it seems disingenuous. Like Jameis Winston means every single thing he says.
Everything.
Every single word that comes out of his mouth is 100%. He stands on it. Like I go like and when he's saying like no, like Jameis Winston could go lead any fucking church or choir or whatever.
Anything.
Like he could go.
He's like, the grace of
And
God
I could listen.
grabbed me and pulled me into the end zone. And I was like, sick, too.
I could go to church if Jameis Winston was the priest.
I'm not going to church.
I could
Only
listen to you.
Only if we worshipped Jameis Winston himself. He is my God. He is my leader.
Jameis Winston himself wouldn't allow you to do that.
You're right. Don't worship false idols.
Jameis Winston, no, he'd be the only priest I could listen to, and honestly, wouldn't diddle anybody. So that'd be cool.
Are you sure?
You know, I'm not ever gonna put that on Jameis Winston and not even let you joke about that.
I didn't say children.
No, I mean he did have one of those, didn't he?
Allegedly.
He had one.
Allegedly.
He had one.
Allegedly,
he's been. Oh yeah,
FSU. I mean, allegedly.
I just know he's.
You were also a huge Jameis hater.
That's all.
Back in the day, by the way. You had to be.
Me? Yeah. Well, when he was in Florida State.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. I could not stand Jameis Winston when he was in Florida State.
No one could, dude. He was such a piece of shit.
I need people to understand, like, if they really watch this podcast and see, like, who I hate, who I dislike, who I like, whatever, it's a complete 180 flip for a lot of people. I used to love Cam Newton.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to despise
a lot of people used to
Jameis Winston.
Cam Newton.
Yeah, I wonder what happened. I used to despise Jameis Winston. And now it's like, Jameis Winston is the perfect person.
He's incredible.
Like at this point.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Like cannot do any wrong.
He cannot say
Cam
one
Newton
bad
is
word.
He's just the biggest fucking idiot in the world.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Like Cam Newton is just I can't do it with Cam. He's just a fucking idiot.
Oh yeah, Cam's an idiot. But yeah,
Jameis is just a fun idiot. Like Jameis isn't actually an idiot. He's just like, you're a fucking idiot.
He acts like an idiot.
He puts it on. Like Cam Newton means to be stupid.
Yeah.
Like he's being stupid, and it's like he doesn't know he is, but like
he fought a mascot.
He talks. He punched him. Dude, not punched. I'm thinking of Deontay Wilder, but no, he got so mad at a mascot.
They cut back to.
Dude, he's
in New York.
He's so immature. Like the
immature
levels of him.
He would put your hands on me.
Hey, come on now. Hey, come on.
Nah, he flipped his fucking lid. All right.
Yeah, well, because he's a douchebag. But yeah, no. Moving on. Chicago and Pittsburgh.
Cool.
I texted you,
brother.
I told you.
Mason Rudolph played well
I
enough.
told
The
you.
Bears should have lost that game. You didn't tell me nothing.
Mason Rudolph did not play good enough to win that fucking football game. The Bears played good enough to win that football
Yeah,
game.
but the Bears should have lost. I mean, either way, like, if I was the Bears, that game's way too close to play against the Mason Rudolph-led Steelers team and put up 31. Like, that defense is concerning, but yeah, I mean, offense looked okay, looked pretty good.
If I'm the Bears, who have already lost to a backup quarterback this year, I'm pretty happy with what I did against Pittsburgh.
I guess.
I mean, I'm just saying, I just don't know what made you stay with Pittsburgh. You know, once they said Aaron Rodgers is out, it should have been like automatic. Like, well, all right, well, the Steelers are not winning this.
The reason I stayed is because I think that they could have lost that game with Aaron Rodgers as well. Like, Aaron Rodgers is no longer that factor to me where I'm like, oh, A-Rod's playing? Oh, yeah. That's why they're going to win.
And this didn't change your mind at all?
No, I mean, like I said, I think they still could have lost this game with Aaron.
This game in particular, I think they absolutely would have won if Aaron Rodgers was playing.
You never know. Aaron Rodgers has not been consistent, has not been that great. The Steelers' offense still sucks.
No. But he owns the Bears. If you don't think he was going to show up against Chicago, you can say here's the problem. You're saying all this, yet you picked Pittsburgh to win.
Yeah.
So obviously you didn't think you didn't have that much hope in
But no,
in
if I
Chicago being able
picked
to
the
win.
Steelers with Aaron Rodgers, and then I picked the Steelers with Mason Rudolph.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't say much good about Aaron. It says a lot of stupid about me because, I mean, they lost by 3, so could have gone either way. But you know,
they lost by 3, but I'm not gonna lie, it didn't feel that close.
it was
Once
close
they went up,
bit.
it was like I think they went up. Was it 31-21? I think they went up like 10 points. Once they went up that 10, I was like, all right. Mason Rudolph isn't coming back. He is a 10-point comeback. It's not happening. He's not pulling that off.
No.
And he didn't. Jacksonville versus Arizona.
Don't care.
I don't think anybody cared about that game. Philly versus Dallas. I mean,
Philly sucks. Philly went up 21. Blew it.
It's funny how like when that first game happened, week 1, it was like, damn, Dallas might beat Philly next time they play each other. And then Dallas started to play like shit. And they were like, all right, well, never mind.
And then
they play each other and
Philly gave up.
Philly, I don't know what, like Philly, this can't be their year. They're just not as good as they were last year. That's just what it is.
Yeah. On any level.
And I don't know if that's from them being figured out and teams, circled them on their schedule or on their calendar all off season, and everybody wanted to make sure that they could figure out how to contain the Eagles. And I'm saying all this while they have a good record and are able to beat good teams, but the way they're winning games, it's like I don't want to say not trying, because then, it's almost like maybe there's so much untapped potential in this Eagles team that we haven't seen yet. Or
there is definitely a ton of untapped potential in this team right now that we saw last year.
Yeah, but maybe that was
it's because it's Saquon and it's AJ Brown, it's Devonta Smith. It's all guys who they're not one-hit wonders. They've had good fucking years before. This is unprecedented levels of dog shit that we're seeing from this team right now.
See, well, my thing is, you just named everybody like that's not, like it's not their fault. Like it's Jalen Hurts.
Well, it's also Saquon's
Jalen Hurts.
fault.
I thought, sure, but when I saw Jalen Hurts in that Super Bowl, I was like, damn, like Jalen Hurts might actually just like solidify, like, nah, put that ball in his hands and fuck who the running back is. And honestly, it should have been this year where it's like, all right, well, Saquon's having a down year. Obviously, Jalen Hurts is going to be like in MVP conversations, right?
Not even close.
Right? Right? Like, no. Yeah, you're right. Not even fucking close. Because there's been multiple games this year where he has looked absolutely terrible. I mean, you think about games like when the Eagles beat the Chiefs, right? Jalen Hurts did nothing. Like, there was nothing from that game where it was like, well, there you go. like the commenter, yep.
Here we are.
Just like that, he did it. But no, the Eagles, I don't think they're just, for all that being said, I'm saying all that to say they're not repeating Super Bowl champs. They're not going to go and win the Super Bowl. They may not even make the Super Bowl this year. Atlanta versus New Orleans. Cool. Okay. Kirk Cousins won a game.
Sick.
He beat New Orleans 24-10. There you go. Devin. We got a couple things. The MVP voting. The MVP voting. DPOY, MVP, OPOY, and I think DPOY is pretty obvious, right? Right. It's Myles Garrett, number one slot, 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 5 total tackles. He's going to win MVP or DPOY this year, and he might. I mean, you said it last episode. He might break that record.
Was he at 17?
He's at. What was he at last episode?
I thought it was 15.
Then he's at 18. He's at 18. If he had 3 sacks this game, so
he's 5 more sacks.
5 more.
He's gonna get them.
He's getting it.
He's gonna get 25 sacks.
Myles Garrett is going to break this record.
And dude, he's gonna have more sacks than the Browns have had wins in the past, I don't know, 5 years. No, maybe.
Something like that.
A lot of times.
But yes, with Myles at 1, Myles Garrett 1, and then honestly, I think my 2 and 3 are gonna be filled up by Houston Texans. Because I have Will Anderson Jr., who had 2.5 sacks, 6 total tackles, and a pass deflected. And he had Caleb Bullock. Caleb Bullock. Well, there's 2 L's.
Bullock.
All right, sure. I don't know.
Sandra Bullock.
I feel like that's dumb. But 5 total tackles. It ain't spelled like that though.
It ain't? You said 2 L's.
Yeah, but I don't think Sandra Bullock's name is spelled like this.
How's it spelled?
Either way, it don't matter. He's had 5 total tackles, 1 forced fumble, and picked off Josh Allen 2 times. And then my other contender, you had Montez Sweat, who had 3 total tackles, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. But for me, I'm going Will Anderson Jr., who was an absolute terror for Josh Allen that entire game. Like I said, 2.5 sacks with a pass deflection on top of that. And you have Sandra Bullock's long-lost son, Caleb. Number 3.
Was he from The Blind Side?
He was the little white one.
Really?
The Michael Orr, like, protected in the car.
Sandra Bullock's son.
Remember? Yeah, that one. That kid got adopted by another family, and he was raised by them, and he went to the NFL, and then Sandra Bullock found him later on. That's the Blind Side Part 2.
Blind Side Part 2. The other Bullock.
Yes, the other Bullock. But I mean, do you agree, disagree? You cool with that? I was about to say, I think you're agreeing on that. I didn't imagine pushback for DPOY, but for MVP and OPOY this week, Stafford obviously is. He's my number 1. I'm assuming he is also your number 1.
Yes, please.
25 for 35, 273 yards and 3 touchdowns. You also had Jahmyr Gibbs, who had 219 rushing yards with 45.
Hang on. Talk about the real stats here, dude.
You want to hear?
Give me the Browns
Jared Goff
quarterback stats, please.
Oh, you want Shedeur Sanders stats?
Yeah, that's the only person who should be number 2 in MVP voting. Stupid. He beat the Raiders.
What was he like? Was he like 11? Let's see if I can. I'm so much of a hater, but I'm so invested. I think he was 11 for 20, 209 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I think that was his
MVP.
Stats. But you had Caleb Williams. You had Caleb Williams, who was 19 of 35, 239 yards with 3 touchdowns. You had Jahmyr Gibbs, who was 219 rushing yards. And 45 receiving yards with 3 total touchdowns. Gibbs averaged 14.6 yards per carry. And then on top of that, you had Amon-Ra St. Brown with 149 yards and a touchdown. And I will keep saying this until, my days come to an end. Jared Goff is not only a free trial quarterback, but at this point, I would say he might be a system quarterback.
I think we knew that. We just didn't. We just had higher aspirations for Jared, but boy, is that Lions team good, and boy, are they underperforming.
The Lions team is really, really fucking good.
Yeah.
So good that they just needed Jahmyr Gibbs to take the football and do whatever he wanted with it.
It's so crazy.
Did whatever he wanted with it. 2-1.
What was it last year and the year before? It was like reps are split. Montgomery, Gibbs, split down the middle, 50-50. It is 90-10 right now, maybe.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why it's Sonic and
exactly.
I was about to say, and who?
Muscles.
Who's the other one?
Muscles?
I don't fucking know. But there's a reason why it's Sonic. Like Sonic is Sonic. I don't know if that's the one. But either way, Knuckles.
Knuckles. Not Muscles.
It's Knuckles. Okay.
Sonic
yeah.
Knuckles.
Like,
no one knows who the fuck Knuckles is. It's Sonic.
Muscles. Knuckles. But anyways, Jahmyr Gibbs, 219 yards rushing, 45 receiving, 3 total touchdowns, 14.6 yards per carry. You had Emmanuel Wilson, who filled in for Josh Jacobs this week, who had 107 yards and 2 touchdowns. You got JSN, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns. And I mean, you gotta mention the fact that Jameis Winston showed up and threw for 366 yards, which led the league this week. 2 touchdowns passing, and then had a 33-yard receiving touchdown on top of that. So yeah, Matt Stafford was my number 1. And out of everybody else, to be honest with you, that man Jahmyr Gibbs, he's getting my number 2 spot.
Gibbs 2 for me.
Gibbs is my 2 for MVP, and I'm gonna give him my 1 for Opoy.
Same.
I'm
gonna pick a stupid one here, but give my 3 to Caleb.
Okay. I'm not. I mean, okay.
Only because it was a Steelers defense. Like, JSN's cool against the Titans.
See, I mean, JSN, I don't think I was gonna give him the 2nd slot. So I mean, I almost might agree. Like, yeah, Caleb, I might give Caleb number 3 as well. I'm gonna put JSN as my 2 for Opoy, and then who do I finish off for Opoy? Opoy this week, I got Jahmyr Gibbs number 1, JSN number 2, and honestly, I mean, I'm looking. I mean, I could give it to Stafford. I could give it to.
What about Rasheed Rice?
Probably not. I could give it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. I could look at St. Brown. I could look at Emmanuel Wilson pulling up for Josh Jacobs and putting up over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I'll give mine to Amon-Ra for 3. JSN 2.
That's okay for oh boy. All right, JSN. And then
JSN
Amon Ra.
4 for MVP.
JSN 4.
Brandon Whedon 5.
Shit.
I'm just gonna say a quarterback who doesn't
Oh my
exist anymore.
god. Fucking Brandon Whedon. You know what? And honestly, I probably should have been considering this more this year. Give me Myles Garrett, number 4, for MVP.
Oh yes, wow.
And honestly, probably deserves a couple more this year. And hey, that's on us. It's my bad. But I'm gonna go Myles Garrett, number 4,
Yes,
and then
wow, yes, wow.
I'll go JSN 5,
I'll put Miles 5.
and then Myles 5. Okay,
That's
Myles
cool.
Garrett, number 5.
Yeah. I mean, I always think of MVP as an extension of offensive players, but
Yeah, but it's like if there's one guy that's the most valuable player on the team that's a defensive player, it's fucking Myles Garrett.
yeah, I mean, he is everything.
Especially, and like I said, for defensive players, it's like, all right, you get 5 sacks in a game, but you lost. So it's like, yeah, I mean, you're valuable, but
If you're that bad, if the
it's
Browns are
almost,
that bad, doesn't really matter.
it doesn't matter at all. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, Stafford, Gibbs, Caleb, Miles, JSN, and then Opoy. I mean, I'm looking Amon Ra. Give me Emmanuel Wilson. He came in for Josh Jacobs, put up over 100 yards, scored 2 touchdowns. Honestly, if you fucking look at the way Jordan Love played, you really needed it from him. So I'm gonna go number 3 for him. And yeah, those are I guess that's all the voting. That's all the awards covered for week 12, Devin. And now it's time to rank. We got to rank these teams. And I think I liked how we did it last time. Just
Rams won, and then everybody else.
There we go. All right. Thank you. Finally, I've been letting them creep up. And finally, the Rams get to sit at number 1, at least for now. But all right, and then let's take a look. So you got Philly, who lost to Dallas. You got Buffalo, who lost to Houston. You got Detroit, who beat the New York Giants. They were able to get a dub. And they were ranked number 4. I'd say they slide to number 2, at least over those 2 teams.
Yep.
And then you had the Indianapolis Colts, who lost to the Chiefs, and I'm going to honestly put them over Philly and Buffalo right now.
I agree. And I'm
going
to put the Chiefs over both those teams too, no?
Chiefs over Philly and Buffalo?
I don't know. They beat the Colts.
Well, right now we have them number 10.
Never mind.
So let's just hold on. Let's hold on to Kansas City. I'll put Kansas City right here, and then let's just talk about it. We got Green Bay, who they were able to they won. They 23-9. They beat Minnesota. But
they scored 9 points and he has 9 picks and his name's 9.
And he's 9. So I'm gonna keep Green Bay over them for now. Denver did not play this week, so honestly they're gonna have to just hang around somewhere. Maybe like I don't say they went. I'll say Seattle jumps. Does Seattle jump Denver?
No.
Okay, so does Kansas City jump Denver? No. Fuck no. So then we keep Denver. We keep Green Bay and Denver right where they are. Green Bay, Denver, boom, boom. And then we have Seattle, New England. Does Kansas City jump either of those teams?
Kansas City, New England, Seattle. New England hasn't lost, but New England sucks. Seattle isn't great either, but we'll see. You can do whatever you want in those, but
I mean, right now it's Seattle, New England, Kansas City. That's what it was last week. Kansas City beat the Indianapolis Colts. Seattle beat the Tennessee Titans. New England beat the Bengals. So to be honest with you, like, I mean, I could see this week alone, like, all right, but still, it's like Kansas City. Nah, let's just keep it. Let's keep it. One more week, and maybe they could jump them.
Yeah.
One more week, and then maybe they're able to jump over them. But we'll keep it just like that for now. I don't think any other team is going to jump Kansas City, so we'll move on from them and keep them at, it looks like, number 10. Then you had Tampa Bay. So let's talk about what teams are better than Tampa Bay right now. Pittsburgh, honestly, I'm going to say no. I mean, I kind of have to say no to that for now. Baltimore.
Better.
Going to have to give them the nod right now. So we'll put them over Baltimore. San Francisco, I say
better.
Put over Tampa and Pittsburgh. Do we put San Fran over Baltimore right now?
No.
Do we put them over Tampa right now?
Yes.
Okay, we'll put them in that slot right there. We'll put San Fran there. We got them out the way. Looking at the Chargers, who did not play this week. So they're going to have to float around. So let's just talk about the Chargers as of right now. Is Chicago. You want to put Chicago over the Chargers?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want? Okay, and before that, do the Chargers jump over Tampa Bay or Pittsburgh?
No.
Really? Okay. I mean, Tampa and Pittsburgh are heading down a fucking dark road.
So is San Diego. Jeez. So is the Chargers.
San Diego. So Chicago over the Chargers right now?
Yes.
Chicago over Pittsburgh? I mean, they just beat them.
Yeah.
They just beat them. So Chicago over Pittsburgh, and then
Chicago over Tampa.
So, okay, Chicago, Pittsburgh, Chicago over Tampa.
Tampa sucks, dude.
All right, Chicago over Tampa, I guess. Chicago, Tampa, Pittsburgh, and then you want to say Chargers. You think all those teams are better than the Chargers?
Yep.
All right. Okay. I'll let you pick that one. Fuck it. And then what are we looking at? We're looking at Dallas, who was able to beat Philly. I'd say, yeah, they can probably sit right after the Chargers, maybe, or before. Better? Nah,
right there.
We'll keep them right around there. And then you have Jacksonville, who was able to come back and beat Arizona, Carolina, Minnesota, Houston. I'd say Houston.
Bring Houston
probably
up,
next,
right behind Dallas.
Right behind Dallas. Put Houston and Dallas next to each other. Jacksonville, Carolina, Minnesota. If we're looking at all those teams, I mean, honestly, we could probably flip. Oh, okay, yeah. So all right, we'll stay there then. Jacksonville, Carolina, Minnesota. And then we're talking Atlanta, Cincinnati. Atlanta was able to catch a dub. They were actually able to win. I'd say, do they jump over any of those teams? Jacksonville, Carolina, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Okay, so we'll put them there. We'll put Atlanta over Minnesota for now. What do we got? Cincinnati, Arizona, Washington, the New York Giants, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Vegas, Jets, Tennessee.
Perfect.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if that has to be touched. I don't know. I think that's good. So I guess from number 32 down, starting the power ranking for Week 12, you got the Tennessee Titans, the New York Jets, the Las Vegas Raiders, the Cleveland Browns, the New Orleans Saints, the Miami Dolphins, the New York Giants, the Washington Commanders, Arizona, Cincinnati, Minnesota, Atlanta, Carolina, Jacksonville, Houston, Dallas, the Los Angeles Chargers, Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, Chicago, San Fran, Baltimore, Kansas City, New England, Seattle, Denver, Green Bay, Buffalo, Philly, Indianapolis, Detroit, and the LA Rams at number 1. I don't hate it. I kind of like it. The Los Angeles Rams at number 1. And then finally, Devin, 4 games. You got 3 games on Thanksgiving, and then Friday night football, Black Friday football. Black Friday football sounds better. It's not Friday night football. It's
Friday
Black
night
Friday
football is not a thing. It's Black Friday football.
It's Black Friday
It's
football.
BFF.
But to start for Thursday's I guess their slate, their Thanksgiving games, they got Green Bay versus Detroit.
Beautiful.
Which in reality, I mean,
Detroit, Green Bay, if they play up to the level of their competition, and if Detroit plays well, Detroit owns the Packers of recent. They will continue to own the Packers. Their defense is good, but not good enough to stop that Detroit team, and that offense has nothing.
Detroit has not I don't know. There's something about Detroit. And I almost want to say, like, who did they play? Who did they play 2 weeks ago? For instance, you know, like just to see if I can remember, because I really don't. But I want to say that these past 2 weeks. Okay, yes, Philly. They lost to Philly.
Yeah.
They didn't look good against Philly. And then they, they put up pretty much most of the game a shitter against the Giants. But then you look at the Packers, it's like they beat Detroit week 1, and it was like, all right. And ever since then, like nothing is. They haven't really capitalized on that at all.
No.
So I guess I'm gonna have to go Detroit, but I'm not crazy confident in it.
I'm pretty confident.
Like if Detroit shows up, if both teams show up on fire, I think Detroit's got them. But I still think it could be close. I still think it could be a good game. I still think it could go the Packers' way, but the Packers would have to be on. They'd have to be on point versus the Detroit Lions. If the Detroit Lions are coming out 100%. Kansas City versus Dallas.
A weird game.
It is a weird game because usually this would just be like Dallas getting their ass kicked on Thanksgiving, and now Dallas could win this game.
Another huge game for Chiefs. Pretty big game for the Cowboys. Assuming it's in
It is.
Jerry World. It is in Jerry World.
Absolutely.
They always play in Jerry World.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I think, when it comes down at the end of the day, I don't think like Dallas didn't beat Philly last week because it was like, man, we need to win some we need to turn this up. Like they caught Philly lacking.
Yeah.
They caught Philly lacking.
And Pickens had some crazy plays. I don't think that happens against the Chiefs. I think defense wins, and they got the defense.
I think both of these teams can go into this game like, hey, this is a must-win.
Yeah.
And if they both have that mindset, I think Kansas City gets it done.
Dallas walks into every game, and they go, this is a must-win, but we're probably going to lose. I'm Dak Prescott. I've been in the league 10 years, and I still suck.
You going Kansas City?
Yeah.
All right. We have Cincinnati versus Baltimore.
Joe Burrow's back.
And that's like set in stone?
Yeah.
I want to make sure.
Joe Burrow posted a picture on his Instagram of him in a LeBron jersey when he was a teenager. He's back.
Okay, expected to play on Thanksgiving.
He's back. It's still the Ravens, though. But this does throw in some otherness.
We are going to drive that toe right back into
the turf
surgery. Right back into the turf.
Turf toe.
I am not afraid. You know what, Joe Burrow, when he's hot, all right. I don't care who you are. That man's been sitting on his ass for a minute on a dog shit team. And if you think that freshly surgical repaired toe is about to show up behind that offensive line, and what? Like at the end of the day, yes, theoretically, what Joe Flacco's been able to do, I guess Joe Burrow could come out and do too. But like when you think about it, Joe Flacco's put up he's been able to put up.
It's a shame you guys don't get to play
career numbers.
Flacco twice.
We did play Flacco twice.
All right.
We played. Oh no, we haven't played the Bengals at all this year, huh? I completely forgot. We played the Browns twice. Okay, yeah. No, it is a shame we didn't get to play Flacco twice, but that's fine. I'm not afraid of Joe Burrow right now. It'll be interesting. I mean, maybe if he comes out on fire, it's like, all right, sure, but I mean, I don't see it. For some reason, usually I'm worried. Like usually, no matter how good the Ravens are, especially versus Cincinnati, I'm worried. For some reason, I just like.
If you guys lose this game, pack your bags, fly to Cancun.
We're number 1 in the division.
Pack them. That means you guys stink.
No, the other team that could possibly win this division has already lost to the Bengals.
Yeah, but you guys would stink.
We can 100%. We can lose this game and win the fucking division. The AFC North is not as competitive as it usually is this year. But regardless, I think we're going into this game. I mean, we know it's the fucking Bengals who haven't done shit this year. We know it's Joe Burrow returning after months of sitting on his ass. We know what we're showing up to. We know we have to produce, deliver. But I'm hoping that you know what, 1:00 games. All right, Lamar's been snoozing through. It's cool. It's primetime football. It's Thanksgiving. It's in Baltimore. It's a division game. I think Lamar shows up.
Yeah.
I don't think Lamar just gets to mosey around. And you know what? If there's any fucking defense to eat alive, it's the Cincinnati Bengals defense.
Yeah.
And I think Lamar Jackson takes full advantage of it. I think maybe, hopefully, at this point, assuming he's going to change up how this year's went and run a little bit more. I doubt it, but who knows? Maybe he catches a run or two and he goes, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make sure I keep this in the tuck, and just in case. So I'm gonna go Baltimore, and I'm assuming you're doing the same. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna assume that. And then not Friday night football, Black Friday football. You got Chicago versus Philly.
Philly.
Yeah. Yeah,
Philly
Chicago's
needs to show
on
the
win,
fuck up.
You know,
they need to show up. I'm tired of this fucking bullshit. I'm also tired of the Bears.
If Philly don't show up versus Chicago, like I said this week, you can really just call it. Even if they win and Jalen Hurts throws for fucking 145 yards and Saquon runs for 60, it's just I don't.
No,
you're not moving me. Philly's not moving me. But with that being said, Devin, I think it's time to get out of here. I think it's time to call it. We talked about everything we need to talk about. All the Week 12 football awards, power rankings, you name it. We talked about it. Is there anything you need to say before we get out of here?
I'm good though.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. We will be back on. I guess we're recording on Thanksgiving, so Friday. I guess we'll be back on Friday to discuss all these games that we just predicted, and then predict all the Week 13's games. But brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. We'll be back on, like I said, Friday. Hopefully you enjoyed. It has been me. It has been real. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.